Hi friends, welcome back to Pinky Rose Floral, and today we are halfway around the world in the Philippines. So this is a bittersweet trip. We are with family and friends, and actually my daughter and mom and siblings. We are here for Dad's memorial service and final inurnment, and also Mom's birthday, 85th birthday in fact. So we're going to make a piece for the San Pedro Cathedral in Davao City. We'll repurpose the piece and use it for Mom's 85th birthday celebration. So thanks for joining us today, and I can't wait to share with you our flowers and the pieces that we found at the outdoor markets in Davao. This is Pinky with Pinky Rose Floral, and welcome to my channel. On this channel, we'll learn about floral design basics and advanced tips, different types of flowers, both fresh and silk, and different ways to apply them into your daily life and for your special events. Join me and learn the different facets of floral design. We are so excited. We went to a local market in Bangkarohan in Davao City, Mindanao, the southernmost island in the Philippines. We got to see some awesome homegrown pieces, some different varieties, and we're going to share those with you today. So we got this awesome little basket. It's super sturdy and a nice rounded edge. We'll line it with some clear plastic. We've got a nice little laundry bin bucket where we will soak a couple pieces of foam, and thank goodness we found some foam. We'll go ahead and soak that as we are preparing, and we're just going to let it soak. We're not going to push it down so we don't have air bubbles in our foam. A handy dandy fan because it's a little bit hot here. We found some very cool pipe cleaners in this green and black at a local supply store. My awesome cousin found us some duct tape because we couldn't find any floral tape anywhere. A spray bottle that they use here for doing laundry, and our linens, and then just some plain water. We have a clear plastic that will line our basket, and this has a lot of holes, but that's okay. We're going to cover those up. Of course, the only thing that I brought from the US was my handy dandy knife. So I was able to check this in my toiletry bag, and so this was the only thing that I that flew with me. Okay, so as our water is soaking up on our foam, let's go ahead and introduce the pretties that we found yesterday. Look at these gorgeous big sunflowers. These beautiful red Anthuriums by the bunch. Miss Solidago is making her appearance, but as you can see, the variety that we have in the US has a different shape, has more of a pyramid shape, and this one branches out kind of more free form. So the colors we chose were red and yellow, kind of similar to Dad's memorial service in the US, some homegrown red ginger, some red roses from Bukidnon, which is northern Mindanao, and of course not as big head and heavy petal count like our Ecuadorian or Colombian roses. The only thing that was outside the Philippines that we found that we're going to use is this beautiful baby blue eucalyptus, and these are from China. We have a variety of tropical leaves that we will mix in, some cute little fan palms, some tropical leaves, individual leaves, and some other just kind of a different variety just to mix in the color and also the textures. So because our sturdy basket, hand woven, has some holes in it, we want to make sure we have a clear plastic to hold in our water And so we're not leaking all over the place at the church. And it'll be easier for the flowers to hold water. So we just took this random clear plastic. It does have some holes, but what we'll do is just kind of work our way and maneuver them out. So we're going to just lay that out. And so now our foam has been soaked all the way. And we know that because the color green has changed. And we're just going to lay these side by side next together, just like that. We have a little gap, kind of this little earthquake. And apparently there was a little earthquake in the Philippines today. So since there's this little gap, we want to fill it so that our flowers stand up straight and tall, and that they're also bringing in some water, right? So we're going to cut. And definitely when you guys get the foam, you want the foam for fresh flowers, right? So there's 2 different kinds of foam, one for fresh and then one for dried or faux flowers. And I want to say the foam here is a little bit more kind of thick and dense. So I'm hoping that means they hold more water. I'm going to even this out. And then I'm going to make this skinny on the side. Obviously, if we're starting with floral designs, the knife is going to be more advanced. We'll do a video on using the knife or learning how to use a knife. So you want to use, we don't have our cutters today, but you want to use like stem cutters or branch cutters. And you could always use a kitchen knife to cut the foam. So now we have a smooth surface. Super important, y'all, is your base, right? So as long as your base is stable and good, the rest will just follow, right? So with our pipe cleaners, we're going to crisscross. And we do this because this is going to be delivered to San Pedro Catholic, the cathedral. So we don't want to carry it and then for the piece to fall over. So we're just going to crisscross this over, kind of in the middle. I'm going to find an empty spot. And so this actually just punctures in and it lays down our plastic nice and flat and bread tie. So again, a little puncture. And we're just going to feed that pipe cleaner through and just have a little bit of tension on there. So now that we've covered our bases for the base of the container, we've added some little duct tape to secure the plastic, added some water to make sure our stems are hydrating. And then we cover just a little bit of our base with these cute little fan palms so that to just give us the foundation of our arrangement. Since this piece is going to be in front of the altar at the church, it will be one-sided. So it'll be showing on one side. And at this beautiful cathedral, it has this image of St. Peter in the very middle. So we're going to have like a very crescent kind of modern look to this. So Pave style with our gorgeous sunflowers, and we're going to come up and have it a very fluid movement going left to right and almost asymmetric. are gonna show y'all what we have so far. So now we have a nice outline of our tropical pieces. So we have a little kind of crescent, upside down crescent moon. So we don't want to cover up St. Peter at the altar. We've layered our tropical leaves so that you get a different color, the variations of green, the different textures. We wanted to bring up our shape with the baby blue eucalyptus to add to the shape with the red ginger, and then kind of just speckle in our red. So we've got a lot of red with our red anthuriums, our roses, the ginger. So now is like the finish line. So we want to run to the finish line and bring in some yellow Solidago, and then use some of these cool leaves to finish our piece. So we are just about done, y'all. Because we don't have any green glow or like a leaf shine to make our tropical leaves nice and shiny, we either use like mayonnaise or oil. So today we have Doña Elena olive oil, extra virgin. Just gonna use a little bit to shine up our leaves. Just a little dab, and just to spread it a little bit, just to give it a nice little shine. You guys saw me giving them a spray too. The variegated ones, since those are on top of our fan palm leaves, we don't need to shine because they're kind of covered. They were just kind of our base or our foundation. Only the ones on top we want to be worried about. Our last finale, we're going to use these kind of like, not sure the botanical name, but I use the variegated aspidistra. I'm gonna just carve out the stem, and we just shined with some water. We're going to do a little back bend and a nice point. So this gives your piece a lot of movement, and guess what? It's gonna give you a lot of coverage where you see a lot of holes in our piece. And so we're just going to tuck it in and cover. So you want to make sure your variegated aspidistra or tea leaves are long enough to do that back bend, because if they're too short, you won't be able to do that cool little curve. And again, I'm using the knives, so you would do these with your stem cutters, kitchen scissors, or your garden tools. So again, you're gonna tuck in and cover. Okay, y'all, final stretch. We are going to now just cover our mechanics. We have all of our pieces in place, our tropical foliage, our beautiful Solidago, our reds, and our gorgeous sunflowers. So now we want to make sure we can't see any tape, any wire, foam. Not so much up on top, because more of the focus will be in the front and the side. Just so excited to share this with y'all, and thank you for joining Pinky Rose Floral for our international edition. If you like this content, please like and subscribe and follow us on this channel. It helps bring more content like this to you. Thank y'all. See you soon.